Hi Kaiju fans, this is Godzilla with another DVD review. The movie I'm going to be reviewing today is 1974's Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. As you see, this is the 50th anniversary Sony TriStar release. It was released by Toho Company Limited. And yeah, I guess I'll show you guys the DVD box. Here, as you see, we have the 50th anniversary banner up there. Here's the title, and a really cool picture of Godzilla and Mechagodzilla duking it out on Mount Fuji. And down here is the movie slogan, Mechanical Titan of Terror. Here's the side. See a cool little profile of Mechagodzilla right there. It's really nice. Oops. And yeah, here's the back. Put the monster to the metal. We have another really cool picture of Mechagodzilla with a still of King Caesar, or Caesar, or whatever you want to call him, and a picture of Godzilla shooting his thermonuclear breath at a rising Mechagodzilla. And they have the emblems here for this movie. Kaiju appearing in this film are Godzilla, Anguirus, he makes a small appearance and gets his butt kicked by the fake Godzilla, and Mechagodzilla. But sadly, they forgot to add in King Caesar. It's a shame. Languages are Japanese and English, and it has, sorry, it's my phone. It has English and French subtitles. Presented in, let's see if we can get a better look there. Presented in Dolby High Def sound. Region 1, it's approximately 85 minutes. Anamorphic widescreen and color. It's rated PG for sci-fi action violence and some language. Now I'll read you guys the summary on the back. Alright, here we go. Imagine a monster with the enormity and strength of Godzilla, but enhanced with rocket-propelled legs, nuclear finger missiles, and a suit of indestructible steel. At first, this Titan of Terror wears a reptilian skin, making him indistinguishable from the real Godzilla. And when the two super monsters battle, the entire world is confused by this Jurassic imposter. But when the gloves come off, so does the lizard skin, and the real threat is exposed. But who on earth would create such a destructive creature? Or perhaps it's not from Earth at all. Definitely an accurate description of the movie. So yeah, they did good on that. Here's the inside. Here's the disc. Oops, don't want to drop it. Yep, there's the disc. Nice and clean. Just the way I like to keep my movies. Over here, it's just a little sheet advertising the old Godzilla Save the Earth game, because that was around the time when this game came out. And over here they have advertising all the other 50th anniversary movies out at the time. I think the one they're missing is Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster, which came out a little later. And Godzilla Final Wars, of course. So yeah, that's the DVD and the DVD box. So yeah, let's get to reviewing this movie. This has been, for a long time, definitely one of my favorite Showa Godzilla movies, and that's just because it's really fun. It's got a robot version of Godzilla. Just the vibe is very 70s, and it's really lighthearted. I think the Godzilla suit looks cool in this movie. Try and back it up. There we go. The Godzilla suit in this movie is a really cool one. This is by far my favorite version of Mechagodzilla. I just love the way he looks, just because he looks like they didn't try and make him look humanoid. He just looks like a clunky robot, and I just think that's really cool. Mechagodzilla has some really cool powers in this movie. He can fire missiles out of his fingers, his knees, and his toes. He can fire lasers, like a rainbow laser, out of his eyes. And when he was the fake Godzilla, he fired like a yellowish beam out of his mouth, trying to replicate Godzilla's. And then later in the movie, you see that a little, what's the word? Like a little thing opens up in his chest, and he releases this red, kind of like lightning-ish laser. He has the ability to fly. His head can rotate, and he can fight from both sides. Like, let's say there's a monster behind him, he can rotate his head and fire his lasers out of his eyes from behind him while shooting missiles at the monster in front of him. Yeah, his head also, when it can rotate really fast and generates a shield, which is like pretty much almost impenetrable. So yeah, he's got some pretty cool powers in this movie. Again, like I said, I really like the Godzilla suit. There's some good city destruction at the beginning of this movie when Godzilla and Mechagodzilla fight in the like oil rig area. And then when they introduce the monster King Caesar, I actually thought he was pretty cool when I first saw him. I like his ability to absorb lasers through his eyes and then shoot them back at his enemy. I thought that was really cool, except he pretty much gets his ass handed to him by Mechagodzilla before Godzilla shows up, and that's when the fun really begins, because it's pretty much just like a three-way battle on Mount Fuji. No, it's not Mount Fuji. It's right outside. It's right outside ancient Okinawa. So yeah, the humans in this movie are typical Godzilla characters. And what's really like cool about this movie, it's really just so 70s. I love it. The aliens in this movie, they're not your typical aliens. They're actually green apes from I think it was the third planet from the black hole. Yeah, they're green like gorillas, and when you shoot, who wear like foil-looking silver suits, and when you kill them, they return back to their original form. So yeah, and there was also some pretty good human action in this movie when the main character and his female associate are on a boat, and they have the King Caesar statue, and it gets stolen by one of the spacemen, and there's a big chase scene on the ship, and then there's some fight scenes along with that, and then the spaceman gets shot, revealing half of his face to be in one of the green apes, and then he proceeds to get shot by a secret agent and fall off the ship. So yeah, that was probably the main high point of the human action in this movie, which is pretty cool. The dub, actually, for this movie, the English dub is one of the better dubs in the series, definitely. The dub for Mugar, the lead alien, was actually really good. And yeah, I got this movie at G-Fest again for around $12. You can definitely find it on Amazon or eBay or just like any Kaiju video site. You could probably still find it at like Best Buy or something too, because it was one of the ones that was mass released for stores like that too. So anyway, I would definitely give this movie a 9 out of 10 just because it's fun 1970s Godzilla. So yeah, there's one more DVD review before we end the Showa series, and I hope you guys have stuck with me for this long and will continue to stick with me through the 2 other series. So thank you guys. Please rate and comment, leave a video response if you want. That'd be really great. And yeah, I will see all you Kaiju fans later.